Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Bulldogs will kick it away to start us off. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll start with a run that goes nowhere, battling this defense and the crowd noise.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. All about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
A quick 3rd and 10, and the crowd now really getting into it. They're going to run it here. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The Panthers will bring their punt team on the field now. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds, takes the returner out of play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Gets into space at the 50. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. They'll run it here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. It's a quick grab. Good enough for 1st down yardage. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's escaping the pocket now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the 1st down.
And we're able to get him down. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
This gives you an idea of the versatility of this offense, Chris. Third down and goal from the 1-yard line. A lot of people would think they're going to run the football, but instead they trust the quarterback to make a good decision, great execution, and an easy touchdown for the offense.
Automatic on the PAT. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The pocket breaking down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia, using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollock, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. The Panthers will have to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Important second down play coming up. Handoff to the back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will extend that lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Good enough for a first down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Snags a quick throw.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Pass incomplete. Very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down. The Panthers looking to run some tempo here. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Five-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. And he'll set up to throw. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Hit getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
They're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And he scores. Touchdown, Panthers. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field, looking to build on this lead on this possession that has settled for 3 last time out. Get some space around the 30. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
A quick throw out left, complete. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
They'll kick it away here. Fair catch called for, but there's a flag down. We'll see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense gets a 2nd chance after the roughing the punter penalty. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try.
Catch made down inside the 15. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal was obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage, all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. So the offense clicking now, Cook, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Panthers hustle to the line to run that hurry out. Looking to throw it on first down. Pressure is coming. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
That sack sets up a second down and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Offense made in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after a big gain. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Gain of 22. That's a first down for the offense.
Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're first and goal.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Second down and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Kick is good.
The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Here's the toss play now, running left. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Panthers will kick it off to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Harris. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
Looking to throw it deep. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
There's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 21. Brings up second down.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Cut quickly. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Packers offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. The sure hands, it's Johnson. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes a quick catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Looking to pass here on second down. And that one's picked off. What a play. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Defense is coming after him. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Now the defense goes with that nickel, gives him more speed on the field, and I think they did a nice job of taking every option this quarterback had, nowhere to go with the football, and eventually they get the sack.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Catch made by the tight end. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Now here's the toss play. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them,
a sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Chris, hindsight obviously is 20/20, but after a really successful run on the previous play, maybe they should have gone back to the well for another run instead of this pass.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Quarterback making some changes at the line. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Contact as he threw it. He's got it right near the end zone. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
I hate to question a play call, but that close to the goal line on 1st and goal, and you throw it. Oh, why not run the football right there?
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, 3rd down, and you're able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Makes a quick grab. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, that's why this wide receiver is one of the best in the country. Makes a routine catch, and look what he does with it. Takes it almost a length of the field for a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
21.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 31, Pitt 21.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, looking to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The Bulldogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
And that
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The Dogs are in the red zone now.
Let's go. Slide 22. Slot Raven.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. And tackled after a small pickup there. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Grab made by the tight end. The tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Loses 1. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. And it's a touchdown, but there is a marker on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now a crucial 3rd down and goal.
Jackrabbit. Pilot. Timber. Razor.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Stopped short of the end zone. Spot the ball at the 2-yard line. Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. From the shotgun, drops back. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Dogs.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Johnson.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
I love the crossing route because whether you play zone or man, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense. If it's zone, you can find a nice bubble in that zone coverage and put the ball on the money. If it's man, the receiver can run away from the defender. Love to see this receiver putting up yards after the catch. He shows how valuable he really is.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. It's a quick grab. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. They need a touchdown here. Down big in the fourth quarter. Third and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And the defense wraps him up.
Man, you got to go for it here, right? You're all the way down to the 1-yard line. You can't settle for 3 points. Touchdown's going to win this game today.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. The setup at the right hash mark, so a tricky angle here. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
Number 11 set to kick this one away.
And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Got it.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Black 24.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long.
2-9 Philly.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap.
Now.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The Dogs will have to punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And that one will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Tough position, second and long from their own 12. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he throws his third interception of the day. Touchdown, Georgia. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. He's running out of time here. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The Panthers come up to the line in the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going to take off here. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Toss play to the running back going left. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And this one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Well, this one ended up being a blowout, Kirk. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here.